Hello.
Hello.
What's going on?
Nothing much. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the commentary zone at night.
Right?
We are changing up our schedule a little bit starting this week where we're doing a test run, and we are going to be mostly at night next week moving forward for the next couple of weeks. Thank you, Jamal, for helping me because it's my schedule that's changed and I really appreciate it. This is where time zones come in real handy.
That is
um
funny how it works out with time zones. Like, oh, like we can make this work here. Like,
mhm.
okay,
Yep, because like the sun's still shining by you, but it's nighttime by me. So
right?
but that means you're gonna get drunk, Debbie. You're gonna get the Debbie that is usually on Heidi's show. Oh God. All right. So today, as you come in the room, please give us a thumbs up just because we asked you to. Bring a glass of wine and let's dive into the mess that is 90 Day Fiancé Season 8, Episode 16, Second Guessing. Okay, do you want to leave Natalie and Mike for last? Because that's the one I think we will have the most discussion on.
Yeah.
Who do you
So
want to start with?
let's start with Jovi and Yara.
Okay. There wasn't much to this. I think I don't know how much that conversation that Jovi had with Yara on the first night that they got there would have helped my attitude if I was that mad, but it helped hers amazingly because she seems to be happy. She seems to think that Jovi buying her room service is romantic and he's paying attention to her. I don't know. He has a problem buying a $1,200 wedding ring. You said you
Yeah.
were going to try to make her happy. You know this makes her
Right.
happy.
Exactly.
I
And
don't
twelve
know.
hundred. Like like you. I've never been married, but $1,200 doesn't seem like a lot for a wedding ring. I was like, you got a good deal.
It's not a lot for any ring. $1,200 if you're looking for a diamond band, that's not a lot,
I
you
didn't think
know.
so. Look, sir, you probably just lost all that. You probably lost more than that at the blackjack table, and you probably spent more on that in alcohol within like a 2 weeks. To be quiet.
He did, because did you see the stack of chips that he lost?
Yeah, I was trying to see the denominations.
Well,
They
I
had to.
can figure it out. It was all in shades of gray. I thought
Yeah, they
that
had to
was
be at least.
unusual.
They had to at least be $5 chips because most
Mm.
blackjack tables are minimum $5, if not $10. So if he lost, and that was like a stack of 40.
But there were different colors though. So a couple of them were darker gray.
That's
There
what I'm
was
saying.
like
Like
most of them was light gray, then a couple of medium, and then a couple of dark. So
that's
he
what I'm
had
saying.
different values in there.
Yeah, minimum is $5 chips minimum for a blackjack table. Well, I want to say in Vegas the minimum is a $10 bet. So
Mm-hmm.
we're looking like at like $5 and $10 chips minimum. So he lost a good. I'm gonna be nice and say that stack if it's we'll say if they're all $10 chips and I so 10 times 20 that's 200 200 times two because it's about a stack of 40. So he lost probably like $400 or $500 on that hand.
She couldn't get no damn Gucci bag for that. Because remember, she said, get me a Gucci bag. Oh my
Right?
God.
Like well Gucci outlet though Gucci outlet. Come on now.
In Vegas?
Yeah, there's Vegas is huge outlet shopping.
Right, but not on the strip. You know, she wanted from the Gucci that's in the shops at the hotel.
Oh, of course, but what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to like, okay, cool. Let me see what I can do for you. What you do is you hop in, you go to Gucci, you go to the Gucci store, right? You
Uh-huh.
buy the cheapest Gucci item, like a Gucci keychain, right? And then what you do, you take the bag from the Gucci shop, take that with you you go to Uber. You take an Uber to the outlet. You go to Gucci outlet, buy her purse there, and then you put the purse inside the Gucci bag with the tissue paper and everything. That's how you do it. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you how to do it.
So Gucci outlet don't have a Gucci like shopping bag? They
But then,
just throw it at you?
so for honestly with outlets, it generally says outlet on the bag. So that's why you go. That's why.
Oh.
Yeah, it's generally says it'll say like Coach outlet, Gucci outlet, Nike outlet, because that's the name of the store. That's why you gotta go get the keep little keychain to get the real Gucci bag.
So wait, the keychain is like yay big.
Right.
So you gonna get the big bag like this
Right?
for something this big?
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah.
Remind me to double check any gift you ever give me.
But see, you like outlet shopping like me, so don't play. You be fine. You like, oh, for me, like as long as we got the paperwork, I'm fine.
Oh my God. Well, I'm a Ross girl, so you know.
I just give you a
Oh,
Ross gift card and let you go buck wild.
I love me some Ross. I don't care. That's my man. All right. So what's next? Oh, where does 90 Day Fiance find these stupid shop assistants? They be
Yeah.
getting all up in your business. I thought she was a bit, I don't know, invasive.
Right?
She was like a
I'm,
gallbladder surgery. She was all up in my belly.
I was
Oh,
like, for me, I was like, ma'am, I'm like, shopping assistant, you're a little close. You're a little close. I need
yeah.
5 feet.
But you heard the questions that she was asking Monty and the boy. Did they meet the bride yet? Are they going to the bachelor night? What?
You know what it is? I think in Vegas, that's probably typical conversation. If I'm being honest, I had to
I
think about
thought
that for a
so
minute. You
too.
know,
I did too, but she was just loud and
hmm
obnoxious.
but I
And
thought she was being
then
invasive too. Until I
but
thought about where they were.
didn't she look like alien or something like that? Remember that old the she looked like a space alien with that hairdo. I know some people might find that really attractive, but then with her aggressive manner, and her invasive questions, I was just like, oh my God. I don't want to see any more shop assistants on these stories. I just don't.
I
Um,
love this. Real quick, are we not
mm.
going to talk about Jovi having the beard to get a suit? That was,
It just seems like production wants to make him out like a big lush, though.
but he doesn't have to have the beard in his hand though.
I just don't know. I just think it's just you
But here's the
can't
thing.
be around with a beer like that all the
I'm not.
time.
I'm not mad at him because he came off the He came off the plane with what was it? Whiskey? Was it whiskey
Yeah,
he
I
had?
think so.
So whiskey and
Yeah.
coke. So I'm not gonna sit here and judge him at this far into the show when this is who he's been from the very beginning.
Oof. Yeah, I saw the beers as they were walking in. I was like, "Dang, oh my
Well, hey Trey, I'm
God."
with you. I guess the shop assistants are looking for their 5 minutes of fame too. They're like, look, if we on camera, it's audition time.
I guess so. But that's about it for them. We still haven't. Oh, we do know that they're getting married at the Graceland Chapel by an Elvis.
Hey, when in Vegas, do Vegas.
I hope we get to see that though. That'd be interesting.
I
You know,
want to
I've
see. I do
never
want to see
seen.
that.
I don't think I've ever seen an Elvis wedding.
I haven't. I want to see it. I want to see. Now,
That'll
what
be
kind? I kind of
cool.
want to see the whole thing.
Yeah, that'll be cool. And I want to see what dress she actually picked out because I don't remember what she and the mom chose. And then his suit was kind of, it reminded me of Johnny Cash. So I want to see them together, you know. I root for this couple. I don't know what. Maybe it's because she always goes, "Oh my God, Yovi, you beach." Like,
You know what it is? Because you know what it is with them. To me, they come off the most genuine couple.
like they
They
got a
did,
real relationship.
yeah, like they say exactly what's in their heads,
Oh
and
yeah.
it's relatable.
Hmm.
You don't with this couple. I think what you don't feel like they're overproduced.
You remember when they were at the tables, especially Yara, and like for once her face wasn't in resting bitch mode, and she actually looked happy and
Mm-hmm.
she looked cute. And then she kissed Jovi and he looked happy. Like in that one little moment, they looked like a real couple.
Right. They just like I said, like they're just not overproduced. They seem more relatable.
Hmm. Now, their storyline, they are currently in February of 2020, right?
That's the timeline in my head. That's what I have.
I'm
So I'm gonna
thinking
say yes.
it's February too. Okay. All right. So who do we
The
want to
reason,
do?
the reason why I say that because Vegas is not shut down yet.
Right. Right. And they aren't even really talking about
The panoramic.
yeah.
So yeah,
Ooh.
I'm gonna give him February. You want to do
Okay.
Tariq and Hazel next since there wasn't much to them either?
Yes. Yes. Okay. I'm a mush. I like seeing weddings. I thought she looked pretty with one exception that aggravated the snot out of me.
Okay, is she the one with the shoulders? With the
Who?
shoulder? Was he the one with the shoulder? There's someone with a
No,
dress.
Hazel had on a strapless,
Okay, there we go.
and her veil didn't have a blusher, so she just pulled it over her head, and all
Mm,
of her hair was shown in the back, and that's what aggravated me about her.
yeah, I understand. Your hair. I kind of think your hair needs to be up if you're not gonna have the blusher. It just takes away from it.
Just buy a veil with a blusher. If you know you want to have a veil over your face, and it's her first wedding, I think she should get a blusher.
Yeah,
You know, buy a veil with a blusher.
right.
Just it doesn't cost that much more. Jesus. Anywho, she looked cute. Of course, she was worrying that her parents wouldn't do the Zoom in call
Mhm.
to see her get married because she admitted to them that she was bisexual.
Mhm.
Um, the cutest part of the wedding for me was when Ari went between the two of them and they kind of embraced their hands to lock the three of them in while they were saying the vows or whatever.
Mhm.
I thought that was just so sweet. My only recommendation to this couple is forget about the girlfriend.
Right. Just let it go.
Don't do it on a permanent basis. Maybe y'all could
Mhm.
have a one-off, like how the girl on
Right.
Orange County does.
Right. Yeah.
Um,
Do a Brown one.
And Tariq, find a way to repair your relationship with Dean. Although Dwayne was nice, Dean would have been better.
Yeah. Dwayne gave me nothing.
I
He could.
know,
He could. He could just not been there and it been the same thing.
but
No
I'm glad
offense.
he came.
Right. You want someone in your family to be there if possible.
Hmm.
I'm glad. I'm glad. And his mom can be there due to the panoramas. So it was good to have at least one brother there to stand, just to have
Hmm.
that family feeling there. So I get it.
And the MVP of their storyline is Angela, because she been telling them the whole truth and nothing but the truth throughout their whole season, and then she married them. Repair that hairline. Oh my God. He's in bankruptcy now. He got to wait to repair the hairline.
Right.
Sorry. I don't
That's true.
know.
Yeah, that's not your hair. His hairline would not be deemed essential, an essential expense at this point.
Yeah. But it would be nice if he did fix it though.
I mean,
That is
so
true.
the thing with men's hairlines, the thing is this: like, we really can't fix our hairlines unless you go through like the surgery, which is unnecessary since he doesn't have that much hair anyway. What you're supposed to do is just shave your head and then make your facial hair work with your new head. Don't spend all that money on plugs. It doesn't work.
Yeah, but do you think Tariq has a good shaped head to be bald? Like I don't have too
Well,
much faith in that.
but when your hairline isn't that messed up, you what you have to do is, excuse me, like so my hairline is decent. It's solid, but I wore hats all my life, so it just took it all back. So I've been shaving my hair for a long time. So what you have to do, that's what what you do is you shave your head, but if your head's not the right shape, luckily mine is, that's why you have to make your facial hair match your head. That's all.
Make a facial hair match your
Hmm.
head?
Like sometimes, like, when you have hair, you look better with like a full beard, right?
He does
But
look
some
good with the bigger beard though.
but happens when you shave all your hair off your head, your beard doesn't really match the bald head.
Oh.
That's why typically when I shave my head, I
Behind the
shave my
scenes.
face.
Right, but Trey said that it's he got the little missing donut up here. He got a decent hairline in the front,
Does
but
he have a
he's
patch?
yeah. Well, I said a
Oh.
donut, but yeah, whatever the technical term is, like up here, it's
Mm,
fading away.
mm-hmm. But I think he should just go bald because like what it is when you're older, especially I feel as African American men, I think we tend to handle it with a little bit more grace than most other cultures. Because some of the other cultures
Mhm.
they be trying to do a comb over with two strands of hair. They just be
Oh
holding
my
on.
god.
So I just think you just I think just let it go with grace. There's nothing wrong with being bald.
That is true. Anything else with this?
For me, no. I was having. I like seeing the weddings, and I like seeing when they're even though they're small.
Mhm.
See, this is the thing with 90 Day in this situation. Like, there's no reason why all these weddings can't be small and nice. To me, this was a
Mhm.
small, nice wedding.
And Tariq did it. He made all
Mhm.
of the arrangements. He went and set it up with his brother, all in that white suit. Um,
That scared me.
but you
Why
know
make it this
what?
white? Was why?
I
Sorry.
will say this. He pulled it off better than I thought. Like in my head, I was imagining.
Right, but I mean, who told you it was okay to wear a white suit, sir? Only the
Was
bride should be in
he
white.
was he doing that to match with Hazel and then the powder blue accents her favorite color? Like
That's inappropriate, in my opinion.
anything.
I just think as the man, you should be in a nice, crisp, clean black
It's
tuxedo and keep it moving.
it's translucent. Trey, you a mess. Oh my god. Do you want to do the linebacker?
Which one, Rebecca?
Yeah.
I mean, sure, we can do Rebecca. I mean, this was kind of interesting, the fact that they were able to um get married. I was happy for
Mhm.
them.
Mhm.
Now Zia is even more eligible for her employee discount when he walks into the chicken shack, which is good for him. He don't need her there. He can be like, my wife is the manager. I'll take a 20 piece, some mac and cheese, and three biscuits. I'm just saying. Now he can legally, honestly use her discount because before she had to sneak the chicken to him. Now he can just walk in on his own.
I had a major problem with her as well. And it
So,
was minor. Go
so with
ahead.
her, I mean, it was cool, but
Mhm.
how can I put this delicately? Because she's kind of busty and not badly shaped. For me, with that dress, since her shoulders are bare, she has a solid shape, but for that particular dress, what she could have done, she should have had someone cinch her. You know what I mean? To
Mhm.
give her that exaggerate her shape even more, and
Mhm.
I think she'd have killed that dress. I think that's really what it was. Like she should have told somebody like, look, I need this corset, cinch me up,
Mhm.
and I just need not I may not be able to breathe for about 45 minutes. Just have some people to the side waiting on me in case I
Oh, she
fall out.
wasn't breathing at all. She wasn't. And here's the thing, ladies. Rebecca made a big mistake. Rebecca went and bought that. She says she bought it offline, but she bought it from somebody who sold their wedding dress. Wedding dress sizing is different to regular clothing sizes. If you are normally a size 8, you're going to start at a size 10 in a wedding dress. And so that person, say they bought a size 10. She's like, oh, but I went up 2 sizes. Okay, if you're a size 8, yeah, you start at a 10.
Mm-hmm.
You might have to go to a 12 so that when they factor in alterations, it comes down a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
She didn't factor in that this person had this dress altered to them. So it was no longer
Right.
a size 10. So she was
Mm-hmm.
never going to fit it. She should have found a dress, one that had a corset built in, because she is, a fluffy girl like me. So you're going to need all that help sucking it in and, you know, moving your internal organs into different positions so you look like Betty Boop.
Right. That's what thing. I was like, she needs to be cinched in a little bit
Mm-hmm.
more to
But
give her that shape to fit the dress.
I don't know who came up with that idea of putting a corset over it, but it it distorted the dress. It distorted her. I thought her breasts were gonna like suffocate her in the carriage. When she got out and she was standing next to Zied, you could see she was uncomfortable. You
Hmm.
saw her holding her stomach.
Right.
She couldn't breathe. She couldn't breathe. She just looked worn out.
Exactly.
Yet, yes, Susan, the corset looked horrible. It was a good idea, but bad execution. Bad execution. The last minute corset MacGyver hack turned out better than I expected, though. Yeah, because but if you notice at the back, like as it got down towards the bottom around her hips, it was coming apart. Like not
Hmm.
even that corset could cinch her in enough. I truly felt bad for her.
So was it? Do you think it was just the corset that was off?
I think the whole thing was off. I think,
Mm.
ladies, even go to David's Bridal to the $99 rack if they're still in business and buy your gown and get it altered to you. Do not buy a gown from somebody online or oh my God, especially the stuff that comes from China. Oh my God, guys, this is your wedding. Like you can do, lesser expensive alternatives at local shops, David's Bridal. Seriously, go and check it out. Or even go to your local Macy's. They have plenty of white dresses that can be wedding dresses. Just always get it fit to you. And don't
Hmm.
buy a pig in a bag. Ugh. But
Hmm.
yeah, they got married. I thought Ziad looked better than anticipated, and he had a whole swoop in his hair.
He he felt good in his suit, so I'll give him that.
Yeah,
He felt really. You could tell he felt good in his suit. Now I'm always happy for that.
but he looked good. I I
I like his
almost thought,
hair.
but I almost thought he was from New Jersey. He used a whole
Yes,
can of Aquanet on that hair.
it,
My
it was like
God.
it was like that '80s, like '90s hair where they would spray to keep it up for the day.
Well, now I know why he always goes, "Oh, Rebecca, yes," because he's high off of the hairspray. Like that was literally a lot of spray.
It was but hey, it was his wedding day, and he wanted to make sure he looked good for his wedding. So I'm gonna give him some grace on that.
Okay, my other problem with this wedding. I know
Hmm.
Rebecca family don't like they're not into the wedding. They don't like Zied. They're like, oh, we've been there, done this, got 3 t-shirts already. Like,
Hmm.
I get it. I get
Hmm.
it. But you mean to tell me that they could not find clean clothes to wear? Like all of them look like they put on day clothes that they've been wearing for 4 days already and just picked it up off of the floor, turned the underwear inside out, and put on everything and rolled down the street to get there. Oh my God.
Okay.
What's Tiffany's fiance's name? Like he
Oh, Tiffany's fiance.
Isaiah?
Micah.
No,
Not
Micah.
Micah. Yeah.
He just looked moist,
Here's
rumpled,
here's the thing.
dirty.
I looked at them too because I really, in all honesty, I barely watched this episode. It was a struggle because there wasn't much there, but I did it for y'all. But with him and the family as a whole, I'm like, y'all really couldn't find some snuggle sheets, throw them in the dryer, and just run your clothes through the dryer one time to get the wrinkles out. You put everything in the dryer, dry it, get the snuggle fresh, and then you just shake it out or at least hang it on the line so it airs out. And I mean, there's things you could do. You know, it's still a wedding. I think that's my
Yeah.
point. It's still a wedding. Whether you like the person or not, it's still a wedding. And if you're gonna show up right.
And then wasn't he one of them that walked her down the aisle? Ew.
Even worse, she should have looked at him like, I got this.
Yes. She should have said, I'm grown. I could walk by myself. That's good.
I've done this before.
Yes. Unless she thought she was going to pass out from lack of oxygen and she needed 2 men to carry her.
And my thing with her is this as well. This is your fourth wedding. How can I be nice? I don't think you need to wear white in this situation. I'm just being honest. Like, the first wedding, okay, yes, wear white. The second wedding, I'll give you cream. The third wedding, you should be in beige. Your fourth wedding, you just need to wear a red dress and keep it moving.
Oh my God. I thought you were going to say like silver gunmetal, but Jesus,
No,
red?
red,
Red?
red,
You whore.
red patent leather. If we gonna really take it all the way.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, fourth wedding,
Child.
it's not even. But I did like. I think somebody else mentioned it as well. I think Trey. The carriage was the highlight of the
Mhm.
wedding, and that's not saying much. I mean, if we're being honest, for me, the carriage was the MVP of the whole episode.
Aw.
I'm just saying.
We're awarding a carriage the MVP.
Give it.
This show sucked.
Carriage is the MVP. The carriage, an inanimate object, MVP.
Not
That should
even
never
the
happen.
horses.
No,
Oh, the
carriage.
horses! I love horses.
I mean, the horses,
And
because you could hitch that carriage to a car and just drove her in. It would be the same thing. The carriage would still been the MVP.
we could have hitched that carriage to Rebecca if we really calling a spade a spade. Ugh. But Ziad, he is so happy and so excited. Next, Julia and Brandon.
They were interesting, a smidge, just a smidge. I like the fact that the parents, were coming around. I think the dad I think his point was like, look, as soon as they get married, they get out the house, and we can go back into doing what we do.
I want to ask you something.
Mm.
Do you remember when Brandon did the little bubble bath thing in the bathtub? It was
Seems
before the
familiar.
wedding.
Seems familiar.
Did you fast forward through that?
Of course. Or
Okay.
no, I didn't fast forward. I think I might have changed the channel.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so remember when she was yelling at him for the flowers and he couldn't even hold the flowers properly? Well, he decides that he's going to do better and do something romantic for Julia. And so he decides to do a bubble bath in their bathtub at home. And he gets a bunch of candles and the bubbles are there.
Was it the spa?
Yes, the spa.
Yeah, you know what? As soon as he said the spa, I'm like, oh, that's cool. You're gonna take her for a nice spa day for just you and her. And when I looked up and saw it was, they went into their bathroom. I'm like, next. That's why I changed the channel.
You should have stayed and saw all of the dirty grout all around that bed.
Oh, he didn't bring out no toilets.
No, he did not bother to clean that bathtub, and that irritated me so much with them. I thought it was cute that she had a short wedding dress because, like, this isn't her dream wedding. She wants to do a big do-up in Russia where she'll have to get married in the church and go all the way down. Christoph.
Hey, Christoph.
Hey. Yeah, I get it. His polka dot t-shirt irritated me. But I like their wedding. Like, she had on little sneakers. The tiara was kind of janky, but so was the jeans jacket that was covering it. Like, it was a very quirky, odd wedding, and it kind of suited her for a one-off throwaway wedding.
Right.
But I want to see her Russian wedding.
Yes. I mean, there was no sense in doing a big to-do when this is not the real wedding that you dreamed of, that you want. Save
Mhm.
that for Russia, where your money probably goes further. To
Mhm.
be quite honest. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I missed the dirty bathtub. I mean,
Mm.
how you don't bring out some Tilex?
It skeeved me out. That needed more than Tilex. That needed like the can, the green and silver can, and you shake out the white powder. Um, oh
Comment,
my Comet, yes.
comment.
You needed to pour on some Comet and then pour some bleach on top of it and run. And let it all like kill all of the penicillin that's growing around that tub.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm glad I missed that. I'm so happy.
I thought it was nice that she punished him by making him say and write out his vows in Russian. Thought that was
Hmm.
excellent. And when her mom cried on the video stream in, and her dad, her dad was feeling away because he
Hmm.
wasn't there to walk her down the aisle.
Yep,
But I thought it was sweet what she did. She had Brandon walk her down the aisle. Until her
I
father
like
could do
that.
it, she had
Hmm.
Brandon do it. So I thought that was really nice.
I
Um,
like that because she understands that she can't get exactly what she wants now, but she's gonna do the best with what she has, and she's doing it. So I'm happy with
mhm.
that.
Okay, so what's this? His parents actually looked cute in their Easter Sunday Yeah, like they cleaned up real good. Except I didn't like when it was his dad who said he's wearing his funeral suit. I didn't like that. It's a
No,
wedding. Like you could have said, "Oh, I'm wearing my Sunday suit," something like that, or
right.
church suit.
Hmm.
Is next week our season finale? Will they have a tell-all? Yes and yes, but I'm not sure where the tell-all will be. You think they'll take it over to Discovery
I
Plus?
thought it was. Oh yeah. Like you mean like on show wise, like where they're gonna show it. I mean, I think it would be kind of
Oh,
shady if they took it to Discovery Plus when it's been shown on TLC the whole season.
but didn't they do that last time with the other way?
No, it was on TLC. Discovery Plus
It
wasn't
was.
out yet. Discovery Plus just came out, so all the tell-alls were on TLC.
That would kind of suck, though.
Right. I mean, I just don't want Sean to host it, and I'm sure someone will put it on bootleg.
Oh yeah, there's so many people on YouTube who've
Yeah,
bought the service and
Like
they
Wet
watch it.
Sock and all them.
Yeah. Like, we really don't have to watch any of these shows, to
No,
be honest.
I just don't want Sean to do tell-all because the last tell-all was trash.
But she's doing everything on Discovery
She
Plus.
was terrible. I still, like I said, she needs not to do it.
I don't know. Anyway, okay, so that's Julia and Brandon. Mazel tov to all of these
Yes,
couples that got married. It was a cute little wedding show. I'm thoroughly sick of it right about now. But next, we go to the cluster F of this season. Natalie and Mike. Oh my God.
mm-mm, terrible.
So Tamara's rideshare service is driving Natalie to the motel in Seattle, 3 hours away from Squim, Washington State. They're going to overnight at the motel that Mike so graciously reserved for them, and then the rideshare will take Natalie to the airport for her 11 a.m. flight the next day, and all will be right with the world. They get to the motel, and they can't check in without Mike's credit card and ID because he booked the room in his name. So they've got to drive 3 hours all the way back to Squim. And she can't stay at Tamara's house because Tamara got a house full of people and apparently don't want her there. Um,
Right.
so she's left with going back to Mike's house.
I was stuck in the airport. I'm sorry, 3 hours away just to go back to get credit. Yeah, I would just went to the airport and just slept in the airport somewhere.
Yeah, I would have too. Or I would have pulled out my own credit card and paid for the motel. But I guess that
Right.
is an option for her because she says she has very little money, so I guess she doesn't have a credit card either. Girl, what was you doing all 3 months you was there in Squim? You mean you ain't stash away no emergency money when you went to go and buy the dress? You said you didn't want to waste the money that you had on a dress. Like, I don't
And
understand
also, my
this.
thing is like you came all this way, and you said you have little money. Like, he didn't give you access to a credit card or something. Really?
She was driving his car,
That was my thing.
so she had to have like at least an
Something.
ATM card.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't make any sense. Well, a lot of things in this storyline is not making sense
Like,
to me.
yeah, but do we really? Okay, here's the thing, and this is what I was thinking about as I was skimming and watching this train wreck. Are you guys telling me? And I'm just thinking of this logically and out loud. Y'all actually spent a quarter of the day going back and forth to the hotel.
6 hours.
So, actually 9 hours, right? 3 hours to, 3 hours back, 3 hours to again. That's 9 hours.
Wait, no, when they were on the
Oh, they didn't
way
go
the
back.
first time. Yeah,
They're
and
on the
then they
way. That's
turned
right.
back. Right. So they got down the road,
Okay.
but not 3 hours down the road.
There we go. Okay. I
Yeah.
forgot about that because they
Yeah.
realized midway that we got to turn around and go back. That's still 3 hours.
So, I mean, she was too busy complaining and shot calling. Yeah, she was busy.
I have a question. Were you kind of surprised that she didn't ask him for cash before she left?
Ooh. No, well,
I mean,
she
because
was only
if you kick
focused
him,
on that ring. She was only focused on
oh,
that ring.
I'm like, because you
Yeah.
kick me out and I gotta get kicked out the country, I'm gonna ask for some cash, so I at least get some food.
See, that's the difference between her and like Love After Lockup. You notice they always ask cash.
Mhm. True. True. True.
um, this girl, I have a whole problem with this plot line, but we'll talk about it after we get through all three sections of. They had 4 scenes in this episode, which was so unnecessary. So Tamara brings her back to the house, but Mike requests that all the cameras go down, no filming. Really?
Mm.
The next morning, they resume filming with their phones. They slept in different bedrooms. Natalie is playing the victim. And all Mike could say is, yesterday was a bad day. Wow. You call off your wedding hours
Mhm.
beforehand. Don't you wish Natalie had reacted like Rick did from Marrying
Right.
Millions? Like,
Mhm.
this was just horrific. His excuse isn't good enough for me. I'm sorry.
Mm-mm.
And again, I repeat, the K1 visa is there to bring people over, your fiancés over to marry. It is not
Right.
to figure out if y'all have a relationship. Y'all
Which y'all
supposed to have a documented relationship. And y'all
no.
supposed to be given 90 days to plan your wedding.
My thing is y'all had issues before you even came over, which that was a red flag for me.
She didn't even have an engagement ring before she came over.
Another problem.
So she should have been disqualified for K1.
Stop it.
Okay, wait. She's so the closet hotel. No, Trey. The airport is in Seattle, so he got her a motel in Seattle the night before, so she could take the flight the next day. So he lives way, and you know that he works in Seattle, so he does that commute every day.
Whew.
Wow. She was so desperate to stay. Yes, Christoph, she was. Yep.
He knew it and he played it. True.
Mm-hmm.
And Rebecca did the same thing. Zia came here to get married. Then he wanted to, and she kept pretending like she didn't know she wanted to. Yeah.
Yeah. Like they twist what this visa's purpose is. Like, and I wish someone at immigration would figure that out when these scallywags on this show was applying, because this is just a joke now.
Pretty much.
So yeah, so they decide to talk, which was completely annoying. He says he has cold feet. He admits to being an asshole, and he apologizes. And she's like, "I forgive you." What?
Yeah, that annoyed me.
Did you notice that her breasticles got huge in this episode?
Right.
Where did they come from? Her proportions shift every episode, I swear. And I'm not body shaming her because her tatas looked really good. But I just want to know where they came from.
Like they blew up overnight.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. They decided to call the immigration lawyer.
Right. And was mad when she wouldn't commit perjury or give them fake information.
Mm-mm-mm. I like it when the immigration lawyer broke it down and said, that's not something that I can help you with. That sounds like a personal problem. But that was the best answer for Natalie, because Natalie likes spreading her personal business to everybody that they on a Zoom call with, and it's real annoying.
Yeah, she likes to talk a lot, just not to Mike. If you notice that, like she'll spill her guts to everybody else, but when it comes to the Mike, crickets.
Because she's so busy trying to get people on her side to gang up against him. I don't like, she has a very like playground mentality with that I'm not like, grow up, girl. The lawyer basically tells them that she doesn't advise them to break the 90-day timeline. They have 1 day. Natalie in an adult moment said, okay, this is what I need to know. When do I have to get married by? The woman said, tomorrow. She goes, when do I have to get out of the country? The woman said, tomorrow. She goes, okay, good. That's all I needed. Yay, a moment of clarity.
You are too funny.
No, and it was irritating me that Mike was sitting there on the couch in the shadows going, well, like with everything that's going on with the panorama, like if she just like breaks the 90 days, nobody's gonna like come up here and take her away, right?
Just goes ahead and breaks the little 90-day.
Like you're not the one that's gonna wind up in the detention center.
That too. I just like the fact that if she just goes ahead and just go and break it. It's okay.
Oh Jesus!
You would almost think that he's trying to get her locked up
or banned from coming here. Because Natalie thinking ahead. She's like, look, you ain't gonna be my only trick. If I gotta go back to Ukraine, I'm just starting all over again on the website.
Not on the website. Not on the website.
Or she can call the guy from Vegas that was after Lana.
David.
Yes. He could actually meet.
Yeah, and he knows she's real too.
Yeah. She's a little old.
That's not a bad thought, Debbie. That's not bad. You thinking on this one.
That's what wine would do.
Oh, gotcha.
But I can't understand how we went through all of these different segments. We have less than 24 hours before she is basically breaking the 90 days. There are no flights to France. There are none. He was lying about buying that ticket. There are no flights to the EU at this point in April of last year. So how is he still not made up his mind on whether he wants to marry this woman? The mere fact that he's saying that he hasn't made up his mind is telling me that he doesn't want to do it.
That was my thing, and that's what I took from it. I'm like, you just don't sound positive to me, sir.
I just think this is a fraudulent storyline. And like I told you before we came on, I feel like they have an agreement. He takes the money earned from doing each of these seasons to pay off his debt. And he'll break off some of it to bring her to the United States so that she can live here.
So we haven't heard about his debt at
Oh, he
all.
said that he paid down at
He,
the beginning of
I
this
mean, I mean, I
season.
mean, I mean, later he said at the beginning, like, oh yeah, I paid. I've been working
Hmm.
hard. I paid it down. I paid some of it down, but he
Hmm.
hasn't said a peep about the debt
Hmm.
anymore. He's trying to get that next season. That's what.
Yep.
Okay, I have a question for you. Do you think this is all a setup for them to get another season? Like the way
Yeah.
this season played out and the things
Hmm.
that happened, like he's like, okay, we gonna do this for one more season. This one more season, I'll be debt free and you can stay here.
Yeah, because they're trying to get on 90-Day Fiance Happily Ever After with him
Mm-hmm.
leaving her. That's what I think their storyline it will be. They will have done the wedding, they will have gone through the summer, and they haven't seen her in 6 months. So they probably did their filming during the summer and probably early fall. And once they were
Mm-hmm.
finished with their scenes, she cut out and ran to Seattle and started her cooking show on YouTube in somebody's nice kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Her tears
I
seem
agree with
very
you.
real. But Christoph, they came out today and said that she's an actress back from in the Ukraine, so she could cry on demand. And how do we know that she don't got a bottle of glycerin in her back pocket at all times?
Not glycerin.
They look real on film.
Fair.
I don't know. I just like I'm insulted by the Natalie and Mike storyline. I really am
You
because
know what it is.
they really think that we're stupid.
You know what it is though. In full honesty and full context, I blame
Hmm.
social media. There's
Why?
too much. There's too much social media. Because remember back in the day when we were dumb and didn't know anything behind the scenes, but now everything behind the scenes is coming out. It's like I was just happy not knowing, kind of like hot dogs. Don't look at the ingredients. Just
That's true.
just ingest. Now you got the shade room. You got like TLC fans of
Shit.
TLC,
You got Uncle
Instagram
Bo
pages.
for them talking out all their
Right,
business.
it,
Oof.
people don't know how to keep a secret anymore. Back in the,
Mm-mm.
but you know what it is though? It's probably because now they're not paying anymore. Like back in the day, they used to pay you to keep your mouth shut. They're not doing that anymore.
Yeah, and Tamara, all of that ride sharing that she did, she got a couple of tanks of gas out of Mike for that. And she went and put everybody on blast.
Right.
TLC need to tighten up their NDAs though.
Yeah. Agree. And even if we're not paying you, if you appear on camera, we need an NDA from you. But you're not paying me, it doesn't matter. NDA.
Yes, Ablavi. Yeah, we're almost done. One more show and then the tell-all. Christoph, was any couple genuine this season? I don't think so. Tarek and Hazel, fake story this season. Yeah, Tarek and Hazel were fake to me.
But we knew that though. We said that from the jump.
Yeah, I do think that at rare moments, Yara and Jovi
Hmm.
are real. And I think at rare moments, Julia and Brandon are real.
Agreed.
Rare moments. Like she had to love him to get into that dirty bathtub.
I
She
mean,
she had to love him to get into that dirty jacuzzi.
the spa. I was just so upset when I saw that. I'm like, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
But I
But
think
yeah,
did we cover everything? I
we
think we covered.
covered everybody. It's done. It's a
We're almost
wrap.
there. We in the home stretch.
Yes, one more annoying waste of our lives next week. And if the reunion or tell all is on Discovery Plus, then we won't be reviewing it.
But here's the thing. You know what? You know what? Here's the thing. Let's be honest. After thinking about it,
Uh-huh.
I'm not mad that the reunion is gonna be on Discovery Plus because there's no characters for it to make it fun.
Ablavi
Stephanie's
has Discovery Plus. She
Stephanie's
could watch it.
Stephanie's banned, um, and there's no Angela Deans, there's no baby girl Lisa, there's no Usman, there's no Michael, there's no one to like line it up. There's no Larissa, no Colt, no Debbie. This is going to be a boring tell all because
True.
the season was tragic. Do you really want to spend 2 hours watching those couples talk about the season?
It's 2 episodes of the tell-all.
Yeah.
You know that's
Yeah,
gonna be 4 hours of torture.
right? So, and we don't have to watch it.
And I heard that, Tariq does a rap thing on it. Yo, yo, yo,
And
yo.
they banned like think about they banned the only person who would make it interesting, Stephanie.
Well, that's because she got litigation against them.
Right, but the only person who can liven up and
I
who's
know.
interesting in the whole season, you asked her. So yeah, we're spared.
Oh. Okay, wait, Brandon's parents would make it fun, and Ablavi, why aren't you watching?
Bobby needs to watch it so she can roast. I'm sorry.
Excuse me,
No
I'm so
pressure,
sorry.
Bobby. No pressure. But like, how you gonna roast something that you don't watch?
Sorry.
You gotta do it for the people.
Tarek and Hazel have to fast forward, yes. I want all new couples next season. Yes, I do not want to
Oh,
see any repeat
oh,
offenders. All new couples. And let's just do 3. And we have 3 segments and it's over in 60 minutes
right.
and we can get on with our lives. No more 2-hour torture sessions. Ablavi, I'm disappointed.
Yeah, Christoph.
Melanie.
Stephanie's in litigation.
They didn't want to pay her expense report. Mm-mm-mm. She should
So
have
yeah,
took out travel insurance. That would have
right.
covered everything.
Oh, and do we? Oh, again, with the tell-all, do we really want to spend 30 minutes talking about Amira and Andrew?
Oh, bless their little hearts, they weren't on this episode.
Mm-mm. And what they could have done, Stephanie were in the litigation, they could have had um, Stephanie and Harris on the couch or wherever, and there was a surprise appearance by Ryan. That would have made the tell-all.
Mm. But you know that they're going to get Ryan and Harris on there.
I know, but no, but the thing is, it doesn't matter if Stephanie's not on there though.
Yeah, because no one wants to hear from her because she's just
No,
probably going to be slurring.
but you want her on the screen with her and Harris, and then Ryan with the ambush. That would have been gold, but they messed it up already. You know what? I'm just saying. They didn't think this through all the way. They could pay her expenses.
I
Like
wonder how much it was.
because the ratings they would get would more than cover the cost of her expenses.
That's true.
And what was she? My thing is, what was she trying to claim to?
Well, the hospital stay and
And then
the flight, the changes of flights, the
yeah,
hospital stay, and I think something else minor.
then she leaves it right. See, Christoph is thinking.
But wait, the psychic could be her representative. Shouldn't the
Right,
psychic have told her that she was not going to get her expenses paid?
right.
Oh my God, Ablavi. We had to watch it. We didn't have anything else better to do.
Right. But I will say this though, I am not mad at TLC for their Sunday night lineup.
Well, now it's good because Sister Wives
Right.
is on the backup. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say which show was replacing this 90 Day what?
I don't think I said. Wouldn't it be the 90 Day the Other Way should be coming back?
That just went off before this one. Ablavi, which 90 Day did you say was coming on at after this one?
Is it The Other Way or Happily Ever After?
No, I think it's Happily Ever After.
You think it's Happily Ever After?
Because we just did The Other Way. Remember with the
true.
guys in Mexico?
So I'm gonna get another season of Jenny and Samit.
Oh, gross.
And Libby and Andre.
Well, yes, because they go on the RV trip with their family and somebody punches out Jen.
Oh, okay, I'll watch that then. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but if someone's going to purposely accidentally punch Jen in the face, I need to watch that.
Yeah, happily
Happily
ever
ever
after.
after.
No Angela and no Lisa, because Angela's getting all of her nips and tucks.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Have you been watching Honey Boo Boo?
No.
Okay, so Mama June, you know that she did the whole body
Right.
makeover surgery and everything. Do you know she got lymphedema now?
How's that? Huh?
You get lymphedema from like scar tissue from surgeries. She got
Oh.
lymphedema in her arms where she had the bat wings cut off. She got lymphedema in her legs. She got to wear a full oh my god, you know those constrictive garments? What do you call
Mhm.
them? She has to wear those. One of her legs is bigger than the other. Like I thought she just got back fat, but no, it's the
Oh.
lymphedema swelling. See what happens when you do all of them surgeries?
Okay, so here's the thing. Oh, this is from Us Weekly on March 11th. So it says, and we may have to do a rip from the headlines on this one to go into depth. So far, four of the couples have been announced, with three of to revealed later. So the confirmed pairs include Angela Deem and Michael, Kalani and Asuelu, Libby and Andre, and Tiffany and Ronald. Those are the four confirmed so far.
See, look, compression garments. Thank you, Trey. That's what it is. She has to wear those. Okay, wait. Angela and Lisa will be the only new season they're saying an Andre in the family.
Yeah, it's Angela and Michael,
Oh.
Kalani and Asuelu, Libby and Andre, Tiffany and Ronald, and then three more couples to come.
Yes, Trey. And she got a walker now. I feel so bad for Mama June. You got to watch it. I'm going to talk you into it. I didn't steer you wrong with Sister Wives.
No, when does Boo Boo come on though?
On Friday night.
Oh, it's a Friday night show?
It replaced Love After Lockup.
Oh. Ratchetry. I'm gonna have to watch
Yes.
now.
Yes. They already
I'm
had
gonna
a
have
court
to.
date and everything.
I'm gonna have to watch now. I'm a sucker for a good court date though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm
Oh
not
my
even
God.
lying.
Okay, guys. Is there anything else you have to say about this stupid show?
No, I think we're good. I mean, I'm just glad it's winding down. I will say this with the couples that I've seen for Happily Ever After. I won't say I'm excited, but they'll be better than this. They'll be better.
Okay.
They'll be better. They're more entertaining. I mean, especially if a Swaylu's mama comes back, and then we get to see Lo, and his wife, who I always enjoy.
I just want to see Lo put his hands on somebody. That's about it.
Oh, that, and I want to see an investigation on the Pothouse family.
Pothouse family? Is that Libby's family?
Libby's family, yeah.
Oof, yeah.
I like to see the IRS do a raid. No offense to y'all, but it would just make for good TV for me. Nothing personal. It's about my viewing experience at this point.
Okay. All right. We're gonna have to call that into the
Oh,
production company.
Susan. Oh yeah, we're doing Sister Wives tomorrow, I believe it is, right?
Yeah, tomorrow we're doing Sister Wives. Yeah.
And we're also doing Seeking Sister Wives sometime this week as well.
Yeah. We're doing all of the TLC shows in the evening, and then we're doing like a review of all of the Bravo mess in one show for Saturday, because the Bravo shows aren't really that interesting. Oh yes, sad news. Mary's mother passed away on Saturday. Condolences to Mary and
Mm-hmm.
her family. Her mom was like, I liked her mom. And you could tell what Mary gonna look like when she get older.
Mm-hmm. So
Um,
I think that we covered everything.
yep, we did. So that was 90 Day Fiancé season 8, episode 16, Second Guessing. Please leave us some comments below about all of the ratchet topics that we spoke about today. Give us a thumbs up because we asked you to, and hit the subscribe button and notification bell. And most importantly, tell a friend. We want to grow our channel. We want more people to talk to, and it will get sloppier the later our shows go on. So until next time, bye.
Bye.